In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 3rd, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Pirates vs. St. Louis Cardinals. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals meet Sunday in MLB action from Busch Stadium. This will be the finale in a 3-game series. On Friday, the Pirates bagged a 2-run win to kick things off. In Game 2, Pittsburgh kept it up with a close victory to go up 2-0 in the set. Wainwright has been hammered this season, and it's clear that there is literally nothing left in the tank at this point in time. His last win came on June 17th and is 0-9 with a 10.89 earned run average, a 2.344 WHIP, 20 walks, and 21 strikeouts over 39.2 innings of work in his last 10 starts. In that stretch, opposing hitters have posted a ridiculous .396, .456, and .648 slash line. When the average hitter suddenly becomes prime Tony Gwynn or Ted Williams, that makes for difficult times. Oviedo pitched extremely well in his last start and has won back-to-back starts. Pittsburgh has won 4 straight entering Saturday, and they should have enough in the bats to take advantage of a compromised Wainwright and deliver a victory. Pittsburgh entered Saturday's action having seen the over post a 72-59-4 mark on the season. The Pirates are 24th in the league in runs per game as they put up an average of 4.19 per contest, and that number moves down slightly to 4.1 runs per contest away from PNC Park. Pittsburgh has seen an average total of 9 runs per game, though that falls to 8.43 runs per game as the road team. St. Louis has seen the under post a 67-62-6 mark entering Saturday's action. The Cardinals are 17th in run production as they put up an average of 4.47 runs per contest, which climbs to 4.73 runs per game at home. St. Louis has an average total of 9.51 runs per game overall on the year, and that rockets up to 9.85 runs per game at Busch Stadium. With Wainwright on the mound, the Pirates should be able to put up their fair share of runs. Lean toward this one going past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins vs. Texas Rangers. The Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers are squaring off in the final game of a 3-game series on Sunday afternoon inside of Globe Life Field. The Twins send Kenta Maeda to the mound in this game, and they are going to need him to be good. Overall, Maeda sits with a 3-7 record and an earned run average 4.69. In his last start against the Cleveland Guardians, he went 4 innings, giving up 7 hits and 6 runs. If Maeda struggles here, the Twins are going to have issues winning. In the first game, they leaned on the home run ball, and that would help them in this game. The Twins are averaging 4.5 runs while their pitching is giving up 4.13 runs per game. The offense is ranked 15th while the pitching is ranked 7th. As the playoffs get closer, you want to go in with momentum, but if the Rangers keep this up, they will be backing into the playoffs, or they might miss altogether. In the first game of this series, the Rangers only scored 1 run, and far too often the last couple of weeks the offense has really struggled. The Rangers are averaging 5.52 runs while their pitching is giving up 4.25 runs per game. The offense is ranked 3rd while the defense is ranked 9th. On the mound for the Rangers will be John Gray, who sits with an 8-7 record and an earned run average of 3.79. Both pitchers in their previous 7 games have been similar to one another, as Kenta Maeda is 1-2 with a 4.21 earned run average and a 1.16 WHIP in 36.1 innings, while John Gray is 2-2 with a 4.66 earned run average and a 1.37 WHIP in 38.2 innings during that span. Diving into the offenses throughout the previous 6 games, the Twins are averaging 4.33 runs per game while the Rangers are scoring 3.67 runs per game. The Twins have won 5 of their last 8 games and 3 of their last 5 road games. They are playing well offensively and scored 19 runs in their last 4 games. Expect them to play well offensively in this game because they've hit the ball well against right-handers, and Gray has been shaky on the mound in recent starts, giving up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 5 5 runs in his only start against the Twins, and with Texas having the 6th worst bullpen in the league, they will have a hard time slowing down the Twins in this game. The Rangers have lost 3 of their last 5 games and 5 of their last 6 home games. They have struggled offensively in recent games and scored only 8 runs in their last 3 games. With the exception of his last start, Mita has done a good job on the mound for the Twins, giving up 8 runs in his previous 4 starts. He gave up 2 runs in his last 2 starts against the Rangers and will keep their offense in check. The Rangers should be favored because they're at home, and they have the pitching edge with John Gray on the mound. Kenta Mita has been hit or miss all season long, and he has a 5.04 earned run average in his last 25 innings. With all that said, the Rangers continue to free fall and have won just 3 games since August 16th. The Rangers have to show me something before I can back them in the favorite role. I'll gladly grab plus money to fade this ice-cold team, so the Minnesota Twins money line is our full game side pick. These bullpens have been struggling throughout the season as Minnesota is close to average with a 4.05 reliever earned run average, while Texas is down at 25th with a 4.75 bullpen earned run average up to this point. Since the All-Star break, these offenses have both been doing extremely well as the Twins are averaging 5.18 runs in their 44 games thus far, while the Rangers are scoring 4.84 runs during their 43 games in the second half of the season. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays vs. Colorado Rockies. The Toronto Blue Jays are in Mile High City on Sunday to play the 3rd and final game of an interleague series against the Colorado Rockies. Toronto defeated Colorado 13-9 in a slugfest to start the series. Toronto has won 2 straight, and the Blue Jays, although 9 half games behind first in the American League East, are just 1 half games behind the 3rd and final American League wildcard qualifying spot. Colorado suffered its 4th consecutive loss and 10th in the last 11. The Rockies are last in the National League West and on the verge of being eliminated from postseason contention. Toronto will play without 3 pitchers as well as position players Bo Bichette, Matt Chapman, Otto Lopez, and Danny Jansen. Colorado will play without 7 pitchers and left fielder Chris Bryant. The Toronto Blue Jays will look to bounce back from their loss yesterday against the Colorado Rockies in an afternoon matchup to close out the 3-game series. With the 8-7 win yesterday, the Rockies ended a 4-game losing streak. However, the pitching for the Rockies is suspect as they did allow the Blue Jays to fight back and score 2 runs in the 9th to make the game a little interesting. In the last 5 games for the Rockies, they have allowed 7 or more runs in 4 of the 5 games. The Blue Jays in their last 7 games have scored 6 or more runs in 6 of the 7 games. The Rockies are expected to start Chase Anderson, who is coming off the injured list. He may start off a bit rusty and vulnerable to get runs scored on him, as his last start was back in July 22nd. For the season, he does hold a relatively high earned run average as he is over 6.08. The Blue Jays are expected to start Kevin Gausman, who bounced back from his last 2 losses with a win in his last start against the Washington Nationals on August 28, striking out 7 batters and allowing 3 runs. The Rockies' pitching has been awful all season, and now they have to face off against a Blue Jays offense that has a ton of confidence. I expect Gausman is going to have another strong start, much like he has all season. And that is going to be the difference here. The Rockies are going to have no answer for his pitching, and the Blue Jays will get the job done. I get the case to be made for the Rockies as a home underdog, after managing to pull off the upset in Saturday's matchup. I haven't been a huge Kevin Gausman fan, especially on the road at times this season, but Chase Anderson's been brutal for a large chunk of the season for the Rockies, and we're starting to get into must-win territory for Toronto in terms of their push for the playoffs. The Blue Jays overall is the better team, and they should be able to bounce back to come away with the series victory. So the Toronto Blue Jays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Kevin Gausman has not had his best stuff of late for Toronto, giving up more runs than is the norm for the Toronto ace, and Colorado's Austin Gomber has surrendered 11 runs over the last 14 innings. The total has finished over in 5 of Toronto's last 6, in 10 of Colorado's last 15, and in 7 of Colorado's last 10 against a team from the American League. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.